And I'm Stefan.
And we are
We always had a dream to travel Australia.
So we packed up our lives and began our adventure in our renovated caravan called Rocket.
Be sure to tune in every week to see where our adventures take us next. So I got these pieces of wood, just like some pallet wood. It's got nails and stuff in it, but I can avoid it because I don't need the full thing. So the plan is to make this sort of thing, but here, and it's going to be up there, or to here. Going to go across there, down to here. So there's going to be a bit of a lip. So funny, you can see Nay in the background just laying down.
Hey!
Oh, trackies. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to cut it here, and that'll be good, I reckon. And I'm going to do that now. I'm going to cut these bits. I'm not going to do this yet. And I also found out how good is this. I kind of made it so it definitely fit. I can put my switch in that gap, in that hole. Look at that, fits. So I might hang it up. Just put a little hook to hang it on or something. And this is going to go up here to there, to like... yeah, to here, and that's going to overlap a little bit. Cut it all up. Cut all these ones to the pieces that, like these bits off, the ones at the holes. It's so tricky using an angle grinder with just a wood disc and just trying to like, easy does it. Trying to nail that straight line. This has been a good block to cut into. And yeah, so I think I'm pretty much done. I'm just going to round the edges to make it look a bit prettier. And I've sanded the edges of this. So just with the angle grinder sand, I'm going to go over it by hand still to make it actually smooth. Just wanted to take that like corner off so it doesn't take me half an hour. And then I might do the inside of that for this bit, inside of this, and then yeah, just the corners. And I'm pretty much done with the frame. I'm going to cut the big hole inside, which is going to be really tricky. But yeah, it looks pretty good, not too bad. And I'll paint it and put the LEDs on top and make it all cool. Check it out. I don't know, I'll figure it out. I kind of want one that fits here, but not that way, that way. So the idea is I'm going to keep this here so I can still put like a cup down, because if it's in there I can't, like, you know, if you're sitting here it's like a bit of an inconvenience, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to keep this here, and it's going to be like pretty much flush, like there's a little tiny gap, and this is where the wood's going to go on. It's just kind of floating at the moment. And you get out of here, tracky wearing weirdo.
That's where I put the photo.
Oh, you put it on my head? Oh, there. Oh, that totally works. Yeah, we could do that. That works. But I mean, it's going to be up higher. Yeah. So yeah, skateboard's going to go up there. This frame's going to be glued in, and it's called painted and sand. I still got to sand it. But yeah, I've rounded the edges nicely. So the keyboard is going to fit in here in the inside. Maybe a little bit higher up. It's hopefully just going to go straight underneath the switch, and I'll put like a hook in the wall so I can just like hang it and then just like take it off. I might have to put it in at like a little bit of an angle and then straighten it up, because it's kind of like a little bit, like it'll fit on the inside, but I don't know if it'll fit on the outside, if you know what I mean. It'd be that, like at the arse end it's a bit fat, but at the this end it fits easy. So I'll have to play that by ear and see how it goes. Hopefully it'll fit nicely. It should, but yeah, we'll see, I guess. Yeah, so that's the plan. I'll take this off now. I'm gonna take this off too so I can make the cuts. And I gotta wait a little while because my cutter just ran out and I'm not using my pliers and sawing it for hours and hours. But yeah, not too bad. Time to cover the whole entire place in dust. First cut made. So this is as far as I could reach with the grinder, or the cutting the saw blade on the grinder. So I'm going to have to do the rest by pliers, which isn't too bad. Yeah, I just found like, I realised that it's not a huge amount of space I'm gaining, but it looks like I could actually gain a bit more, because it's got nothing on the other side. So I might cut that too, see what's on the other side. So after cutting this bit, there's a wall here, and I found that it was obviously kind of squishy, so I had to use my pliers because I couldn't quite get the cutter in there. But Yeah, that's actually a fair bit extra space. It's that much extra. And then it's solid, so I can put carpet right on that. I still have to make a floor and like the walls and such, but they'll all be carpeted, so it doesn't matter about neatness as much, which is nice. So hopefully I could just kind of crack this off where I want it to crack. Perfect, look at that. I scored it a little bit with the pliers. It's looking like a pretty big hole now. Oh god. So yeah, that's a decent amount of room. Completely. That's pretty cool. It's gonna look cool. I'm gonna have to wire up the lights and such now, which I'm not sure how to even get to there. I don't know. I'll figure that out. And I'll put a 12-volt port in the wall as well, so I can charge like my phone and stuff. So now to the bit that I was dreading a little bit. I have to run power through from this light through the roof into here, around and through the wall, and then down the wall into the cigarette port that I'm going to put in, and the LED light that I'm going to put in as well. Unfortunately, the cable that I just ran is a bit more on the thin side than I would like for running 12-volt stuff. So I'm going to run something that's about 3 times thicker, and that should be absolutely plenty. What shouldn't even get warm. And yep, I'm gonna have to pull that through and really hope that it comes through. This was an absolute pain, by the way, to try and push the cable through, because it's I don't know if you can really see, but it's like a square tube that goes along, and it's got 240 and 12-volt cables in it, so it was a bit of a push. I couldn't use usually use this thing, and it was metal, so it couldn't make the right angle corner, so it was tricky, very challenging, but I got it through. Hopefully now I can pull all this up. All right, guys, I've done the wiring. So I've fused the light and the switch on a 7.5 fuse because the cables are thinner. These ones I don't have to fuse because it's already fused in the fuse box to like the same sort of diameter cable. So I should be sweet not fusing those, because if these cables won't catch fire because the fuse down there will pop first. This is going to be a little hard to get to if it does pop. I've never actually had a fuse pop with any of the ones that I've wired, so it's kind of like I just do it just in case, but I've never actually needed to change it. So it's a little inconvenient to get to, but it's just 2 screws and I should be able to still get to it without too much fuss, but I should never have to worry about it unless a mouse like bites these cables and then pushes them together. So let's check it out. I've done just a super temporary wire at the moment. The positive's wired up properly and the negative's just wrapped around. Click the button illuminates and the light turns on. Obviously this will be all covered and looking sexy. This is going to be black carpet, same as there, and there's going to be little bits over and over here as well. That's going to be straight, and then when I plug my phone in or something, it works, lights up. So I can put my switch here, chuck it on charge, or the drone or whatever. It's really nice having something here, because the only other way I could ever have a USB charger cable here is I literally have like a 3 or 4 meter cable. I think it's, and it goes from there all the way around and then to like here, and then I don't have like that much movement. Like I can have it charging here, but I can't like move it too far because it's only that length. And it's been a real like disconnect, connect, disconnect, connect lately, so it's been a bit dodgy, but this is going to be awesome, I reckon. And I'm almost finished. Just have to wire that up, and I'm just going to heat shrink it. There's a bit of hot gluing that I want to do on the back of this. It's only on the neutral, so it doesn't really need anything, but I figured it's better having something than nothing. But that's gonna look awesome. How good is that? And there's gonna be black carpet on the walls, same as in here, just like black carpet along there. But it's gonna be nice, not this carpet. We're gonna get rid of this when we can. That's why I haven't stuck any of it down. But yeah, looking forward to Bunnings. All right, now the waiting game as the liquid nails dries. So I've done all the sides. This one I can just put the carpet straight over. I just got to put a piece of wood in, which isn't too bad, and then I'll be able to glue this like that, and I'll be over it, but it'll be down here, like it'll be covering it, you know what I mean? It'll look good. So it is super windy today and little flicks of rain and stuff, so I'm trying to think of how to dry these once I've painted them, and this is what I've come up with. I'm gonna hot glued a zip tie, so I'm gonna zip tie it and hang it up on the brake cable under the Caravan, so if it gets blown by wind it should be okay and not fall face down. on this painted side, and it should be safe from rain under the Caravan as well. Alright, finished the painting, and I get the feeling that these are going to dry pretty quick. I think the zip tie thing works well. I can just undo the zip ties and give them a second coat, and vice versa, third and fourth or whatever. I think it'll be pretty good. Then the hot glue should just straight off. Shouldn't be too hard, as long as they don't touch each other. I think that should be sweet. And with the back facing this way, it should be pretty far away from the wind. I mean, from the rain, hopefully. Should be sweet. I just picked up some packages. A smart shunt from Victron, and Renogy MPPT and DC-DC charger, and some solar panels that are almost going to fit on the car. I'm hopefully going to be able to make it fit. Like, I knew they weren't going to fit, but I'm pretty sure I can have them overlapped like here, because the window wipers only go up, and if I want to change the window wipers, I can set it into service mode and they go up and then they can open out. So otherwise I won't be able to actually get to them, because the solar panel is going to come to like here. It's either coming to here or over the headlights, and I'll get dicked by the police if it goes over the headlights. So I'm going to have to get them to come over here. It's really annoying though, because these ones fit perfectly. If they weren't shit, it'll be great, but they are shit, so it's terrible. Like, you can even see like the haze from just the rain making it. It's just terrible. I wish they were good. Damn cheap eBay stuff. So I'm moving the inverter to the back here so it can run off the other battery, and you know, I figured I got to take off the switch because I can turn it on remotely with the actual remote, so I'm going to do that instead. And yeah, after I put the fans hardwired on so they're always on, look at the fuses, they're not even slightly melted. They look perfectly brand new. How good is that? So yeah, if your fuses are ever melting, then just permanently hardwire the fans on, and that totally fixes the problem. So random just cut in video. Yeah, we're at Cowell on the bike. We didn't think we'd be able to use it, but yeah, there's like heaps of dirt trail going all the way through. It's been a couple of little single trails, kind of like this one, but this is a bit more overgrown. Have a bit of lunch. Put some solar things and stuff in the car. And I finished the little cut hole thingy. I'll show you that when I get home. Cowell's cool. Consequences are real. They're starting to sweat it out. I've already walked a bit. It's super like sludgy. So yeah, walking it out. May's like, how far are we gonna go? And this is legit her idea.
Did you just see that?
What?
There's a crab.
Oh, was there? Didn't I? Come back. Also, we saw a snake before. Not sure if we ran over its tail. I don't know, maybe it floats, not sure. And that's as far as I can go. I saw a fish, but it ran off. Yeah, we're thinking it's just a Caravan. I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Where's the biscuit?
What? The consequences are dire. You'll get wet ankles. It's actually pretty deep, hey? No. Check it out. Tractor driving through the sea. Wait, is it a lake or sea? Sea, isn't it?
It's a sea.
Yeah. It's so in the water. It's like halfway up this front wheel. Ew, I hope they oil it well. Check it out, little lookout. It is full of oysters, I'm assuming. So, I found this crab shell. Well, I found these things. This is what they were cooking up. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's not oysters. Maybe it's crabs. I'm not really too sure, but that's them. And I found this shell near it. Look at it. It is incredible. It is the coolest crab shell ever. And I've got a it's so awesome. I've got like a little teddy bear like next to my bed, and I've had him for like forever. Like, he's just been sitting there, sitting on my special 20-cent coin. And this is gonna be his chest plate. He's already got like one of my necklace from like back in the day when I was a kid and I wore a necklace. And yeah, this is gonna be his chest plate. It's gonna look so awesome. I'll show you when it's on. Unfortunately, the eye on the crab's back thingy broke, but I'll still put it on the bear. So I just finished this. The LED strip comes on. It's wired to the other side of this. So I got 2 lights again. Woo! Didn't lose it. And yeah, just charging up the battery now. And it's something really cool I found out, because I haven't changed the solar panels yet and wired it in. Because the solar panels that are currently in there are charging the starter battery gets to a certain voltage, and then this thing starts charging this battery, but like only like 4 watts, because it's like that's what it's getting pushed up. It's pretty amazing though, like just because as soon as it gets to a certain voltage, it instantly starts charging a little bit from the starter. Pretty cool. Alright, you want to see if I can do it? You want to try more? I failed a bunch of times, but I just got it successfully once. I got a couple more successful, but it was like barely hanging on there.
Alright, go again.
Living life is doing lots of cocaine. Wait, no, it's living with no shame. Wait, no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well, I just wanna be happy. How to get there? Glad that you asked me. I think it's different for everyone. Some of us need purpose to overcome, but try to do what you love when it's said and done. Cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need.
Hey, that was pretty good. Check it out. Put the skateboard up, and the switch hangs on that. There you go. Still working out the kinks. I'm not sure if I want to mount this yet or not. I could mount it here, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I can also hang this on the outside there if I want to. But yeah, I think predominantly it's going to live right like that. How good is that? That's a bit smoother. And I got the 12 volt port and the switch. And it lights up this, and it's indirect even when my head's like all the way down here. Obviously it's very white. But yeah, you can't see the light until you're like down there, which is like here. So I'll never have it in my eyes, even if I'm laying down here. I still shouldn't. How good is that? Pretty good. And that's going to be black. I'm looking forward to that. And this. And that. And that. And then that button can go in properly when the carpet's there. Just exploring Arno Bay, and they've got a jumping pillow. It's like every one of these towns has jumping pillows. It's pretty cool. Arno Bay is pretty nice so far. It's very small. Very, very small. Just going to check it out. I think it's Boardwalk. It's not a lot to see though. Arno Bay's beach. There's another boardwalk. Ugh, so boardwalky. Wow. This is the other side of Arno Bay, and it's quite nice. I really like this place. It actually has a really nice beachy smell to it as well. I mean, obviously we're on the beach, but it has that nice beachy smell, not like a seaweedy smelly smell, if you know what I mean. Check it out. Sun hits that side, probably a quarter of the intensity as it hits this side. Oh. From the lookout, saw a gravel track. Couldn't say no. Had to explore what Arno Bay has to offer. Totally worth the ride to explore it. It looks like a pretty new trail, so I'm guessing it's probably the reason why there wasn't any maps or anything. But yeah, definitely worth. Like, saw it in the distance and I'm like, oh, what's that? We have to check it out. And Nate's always keen. That is awesome. It's like an old little wooden train carriage. It's been converted into like an art studio. That's cool. Oh, and they got more of them up there. So, oh whoa, it goes to legit actual like boardwalk. That's pretty cool. So worth exploring random trails. I think it's beautiful flowers. Oh, smooth. That's some good stuff. Woo. This is beautiful. Imagine if we missed out on this. Such a beautiful, windy, steep little, like not super steep, but like nice sort of whoosh, smooth path. And then it just like, bam, just ends straight to the beach. It is a beautiful beach though. Arno Bay, you surprised me. I like it. I like it a lot. It was a fairly long trail, and this is literally how they tell you the trails are. Absolutely nothing. And then they say, stimulus program, but they don't actually say what they're doing. And then they just say motorbikes and vehicles not permitted on beach dunes. So like that has nothing to do with the trail. Literally doesn't specify a trail or anything. It was a really nice lookout though. I'm glad that we went up it because I wouldn't have seen that trail. I might have. Oh, I don't know, probably not.